It's live. What's up, guys? Hold on. Hold on. It's a live stream. I got to do that thing. So, set the camera up a little bit here. Guess now is as good a time as any to take a break and do a quick live stream with you guys. So, I have been busy this afternoon. What up, Mitchell? I've been busy this afternoon working on the HG Go Sour, which is way more complex a kit than I thought it was. I've only gotten this first chunk done and just stopping to do some detail paint work real quick. Um, but while I've been working on that, I just watched uh, Narrative. So I guess a subscriber sent it to me, and finally got to watch it. And it is, I guess, the Blu-ray, or at least the 1080p version. Hold on, I gotta. There we go. Steppy, I saw you there. Um, but yeah, dude, that movie was way better than I expected. Luckily, nobody really spoiled anything for me. And even in a discussion I had with people a while back, they didn't really ruin anything for me. Oh, I'll send you the link, Mitchell. Give me a second. I'll do it right now. Since I see you. There you go. Um, but yeah, no, real good. I mean, it's not like the full Blu-ray. It's just the video, but it's a great movie. Like I said, I'm not gonna give out any spoilers. It was better than I expected, but like considering they crammed it all into just an hour and a half, whereas Unicorn had a little bit longer, six broken up episodes, and then of course the full anime. It would have been neat to see this broken up a little bit into an OVA. Maybe they'll do it later, but it looked beautiful. Oh yeah, technically I'm not illegally streaming it, because I'm not streaming it. But anyways, I have the C packs sitting here, or I'm sorry, A packs rather, sitting here. So I'm gonna be building that sometime soon. I got to get these like four other builds out of the way first. But it was just fun. It was a great movie. Some definite unexpected little twists in there. I do still have some questions that the movie didn't necessarily answer, but it definitely shifted my thinking on what I thought was going to happen. Sorry, I saw a message. I missed it there. Spoiled myself though. That sucks. I mean, I knew obviously some of the main events and stuff like that is kind of given away just by the kits we get. We see the main mobile suits pretty much through the whole series, so at least one big thing is spoiled in the fact that they made a kit of it. Mind you, it's only coming out now, like way, way after the movie. So I guess they sort of didn't spoil that kit wise. So um, there's just certain aspects I want to know more information about. Maybe we'll expand on that later. Hopefully, they continue more UC stuff, especially along this line, given the way they ended the movie and left things open ended, sort of. Yeah, but they did some slightly unexpected things in this. There are some times where I'm like, okay, they're not gonna do this, they're gonna do this, and then they turn around and do something else. I'm like, cool. They actually kind of subverted some of my expectations. I like that. I do want to see, like I said, where it goes in the future. That'll be a lot of fun to continue on this universe. I know they still want to do like UC 100 or whatever they were calling it, something going forward with more UC stuff. Angelo, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, no. Who cares? I think he died. No, he didn't die because he probably got arrested. He was at the scene of everything that happened. Probably got busted. Yeah, yeah. It took me a second. The pilot of the Rosen Zulu. Yeah, I remember. Who cares? Who cares what happened to Angelo? But I like that they explain some character backstory for some of these guys to let you know where they came from, stuff like that. Actually, almost everybody gets their backstory explained, at least main character wise. I dig that. Um, I'm glad they didn't leave things super ambiguous. They left the main things they left ambiguous were like the technology stuff, kind of. At least that's what I wanted to know more about. Wanted to know more, a little bit more about the narrative Gundam itself and some of the stuff they kind of just threw on it. I mean, I get that it was a prototype suit for the RX 93. You know, obviously, that's a given that it is like a prototype new and then made to be experimented on and throw stuff at it, basically. But like some of the no spoilers, but I want to know where they got some of the stuff that they put on it. I think some of that was sort of not explained thoroughly, or I may have missed a line of dialogue. I'll probably rewatch it, honestly. I've watched Unicorn itself several times. What was that? Got myself a first for a car. Awesome. It's also been forever since you've been on a live stream. But yeah. Mitchell, feel free to download that so you don't have to try to watch it from the drive. I already sent it to Thomas Rice as well because I knew he wanted to see it. And he's actually finished his Apex, which, you know, I really appreciated that whole setup. Like, this whole mobile armor almost kind of setup for capturing the Phoenix. And that's not a spoiler because if you saw the first 23 minutes or whatever they posted, you know, you saw that in whole first battle. You know, so it is what it is. I do kind of want to get the Justa Shezar type. It just looks cool, but then again, you could probably get away with just getting Justas and repainting them if you're really going to go there, but who knows. But I like that they go back. They show a whole lot of other stuff you never got to see in the past. They jump around, they time skip, backstory, stuff like that. Don't type things like that. It's hard to read. Um, but either way, yeah. No, it is a prototype experimentals. It's a suit made for testing other stuff on. But I love how they just inserted, oh, here's the RX 9, but came before the RX 93. So it's almost like, was it really the RX 9 little 3? Like there were other versions ahead of it, you know, prototype new, stuff like that. I mean, I know there were, but if you look through the history, there were other things, but they didn't change up the numbers. I like how they retroactively go back and change things, like how they've sort of retconned in a new version of the grandpa that existed. Yeah. Sarcasm isn't always recognizable there, Steffi. Though you may want to put things in quotes next time. Like just put it in quotes. That might help so that people know you're being sarcastic, like you're quoting morons. But either way, but I figured I'd just hop on here and talk about that real quick. Obviously, I'm not going to do like a synopsis or anything like that. It was a good movie, animated, insanely beautiful. And by the way, Phoenix is so OP, it's ridiculous. Like, just, they shouldn't have bothered. Like, it's just like, hey guys, should we go out there and try to capture this thing? No, no, you shouldn't. It's a bad idea. It was a very bad idea. Now I get that at least the Michelle character, her whole backstory, her whole reasoning behind trying to capture the Phoenix and stuff like that totally made sense. I gathered all that. That was not bad. So I'm trying to clean up some of the paint work I did here. So I painted inside those vents there. I need to clean it up a little bit. Even using my small brush, I did a little bit of oopsies. Kind of sad they made Unicorn mode plated only. What are you gonna do? It'll come eventually. I mean, you can get. I mean, the Phoenix is as the Phoenix does. I like how they. What's really funny here is they have quote unquote like historical footage, which is legitimately from the old animes. I find that incredibly funny. It's one thing when they're flashing back to Unicorn, where obviously it's modern stuff, but they're flashing back to Zeta. They're flashing back to Double Zeta. All these other old series and stuff like that. It's really funny they use old footage either as memories or even actually Char's counterattack was in there. By the way, guys, if you haven't followed me yet or added me on, I'm sitting here looking for my phone. Duh. Added me on the whole Gundam Warfare game. By all means, I posted my code, all that stuff. Can always use more stuff in my friends list. Though I did notice that I had a ton of friend points when I logged on earlier. I was like, whew. It's like, and I think I left off at level 52 earlier because I had to stop to come in here and build. So I cleared out a bunch of stuff. I've not gotten a single Exia part yet. I got Dynamis arms. That's it. I've yet to get any Exia parts. But now that I realize that I'm sitting here playing through the new stuff to get Rising Gundam and stuff like that, just playing through the event, and I'm not getting any chips. I'm only getting uh, AI upgrades and stuff like that, and whatever. I'm drawing a blank as what they're called. Either way, I'm getting all those things. I'm like, I'm not getting any chips. So I went back and started doing free play and just clearing tons of stuff. So I'm going back through free play. Even playing the free play levels again on hard, going back through them is still a little bit too easy with my A team, if I'm honest. And I know some people have the fully fledged, like maxed out new Gundam, and it's got like 25,000 or higher stats, which is great. But sometimes you got to balance out your team. You can't just have one ridiculous Gundam, because like just mixing in other things as I go. Um, Sorry, I'm seeing notifications over there. But either way, I figured I'd want to hop on here and talk about that. If you want to, by all means, on my posts, wherever I'm posting any of my new Gunpla builds on there, on my Facebook, by all means, go check them out. Post your own. I want to see some of y'all's creations. And if you didn't see it, I did actually manage to recreate my tractor, my own custom, more or less in the game. Since then, it's become what I call the Serpent tank. Because I put the Serpent custom twin Gatling arms on it with the anti-ship rifle, the backpack off of the uh, it's kind of camphor, so the double things on the camphor backpack, and it has a claw attack, which is ridiculous. So it's got all this ridiculous long range, but when it runs out of ammo, it can rush in and just beat the crap out of something. I was like, I love that thing. It's not super powerful yet because it's all still low level. I still need to rank everything up, but now that I've got so many upgrades, I can do that. Awakening, that's the word. I finally found it. What'd you say, Steph? I saw. Game isn't challenging anymore. No, that is the problem. Is like right now, it's not challenging at all because like once you've really maxed out a Gunpla, unless you're fighting like a perfect grade that has ridiculous stats, which happens in the game, spoilers, you're not really meeting up any matches. Um, so sometimes I'll put some of my lower level Gunpla in there with like maybe 2/3 the combat power I need, and just go at it that way. Make it a bit more of a challenge. Don't just use the best thing ever. Judd, you're alive. Did they let you go home yet, or are you still in the hospital? So for everybody who didn't know, we found out yesterday during a live stream of Plastic Cannibals that Judd has been in the hospital for a while. I guess a few days. So hope you get better, man. I know how things can just suddenly spring up. And your old ass, you gotta get good. You're alive and home. That's good. That's good. Maybe we'll do a toy drive for you, since you won't be buying much for a little while. Let's do it. Let's do a toy drive for you. That'd be fun. Okay. But yeah, Judd's a good guy. We need Judd to stick around for a while. He's quite funny. It's quite funny, entertaining, and is almost never wearing pants. Toy drive for Judd. Not for Tony, though. We don't want to give Tony any more toys. Now that Tony has a new basement for his collector habit, he doesn't need help. Sorry, I'm going back and cleaning up these paints. Paint spillage. Interesting information. Well, if you've never seen any of the live streams when I have on, or even I've done Plastic Campbell lives, and one Shoki Nerdcast or two where he popped in. Panther Evil should only be worn at work. This is true. Um, so yeah, it is interesting information, Steffi, but we're all privy to it at this point. So if I have to know it, you have to know it. Basically, is how it comes down. What, the man doesn't like wearing pants? Can you blame him? So I gotta remember which direction this was facing. Oh, that's right, this way. By the way, this so far doing like just let's call it an initial review as I'm building. Like this is just like kind of the core of the main bot. Dude, this thing is crazy already. Not only is it like engineered well, but they call it an HG, but it's got all kinds of stuff going on here. So, and I haven't done any of the like Mazinger kits and stuff like that. Are we the faction from Kill la Kill? No, no. But I got to get back to work. The wifey should be home soon. She had the afternoon off, and we're going on a trip this weekend. So she was actually getting the car cleaned for once. For those who don't know, I don't even know if I ever mentioned this. For her niece's birthday, we went and got her some stuff from Target and whatnot, bought a gift bag and wrapping paper and all that stuff. And so we're wrapping up the gift in the back of the car before we head to the house because we really didn't have a whole lot of time. And she opens up the paper, like the stuffing paper you put in there, doesn't realize it's glitter paper, opens it in the back seat of the car, and literally dusts one whole side of the car door, the seat, the floor with blue and green glitter. Like, and not like big glitter, like these super fine glitter. Like the whole floor and everything. And then she turns and then dumps it all over the door, trying to empty it out just so it would stop getting everywhere. I was like, why did you buy glitter? Hey, what's up, man? It's been a while. Well, I'm not leaving right this second, but I need to wrap it up. Um, but yeah. Yeah, so hand vac needed. Well, yeah, because you need like a good vacuum that also has a dumpable filter and stuff like that, because otherwise you'll just get glitter on everything after the fact. And if it's fine enough, it might actually end up blowing it back out. So that would suck. 1 a.m. stream for you. Oh, that sucks. You'll be on the other side of the world there. Um, let's see, 1 a.m. Oh no, you must be over in Europe. Hola, senor. Senor Eric. 035. I assume you meant 0035. Before it's after midnight. I will say there's one weird thing about this. You guys watched the unboxing today, obviously. Hopefully you watched the unboxing today. The only weird part I've had so far is this plastic right here. While it's all polystyrene, like most Bandai kits are, and I say most because I know obviously there's a lot of ABS ones, it does not act like it does not react the same way polystyrene usually does. It has a strange, almost like it's clear coated. It's like it has almost like a flat coat to it already. It's really strange. Today has 23 and a half hours, so I'm good. That's funny. The question is, did you wake up super early, or have you not been to bed yet? I assume the latter. I'm joking. But either way, no, it's really strange. It does feel coated. It looks coated. It's really strange. I had this weird thing where I would have a piece or two of fine red glitter on my body any given time for years of my childhood, and it was glitter, yeah. Glitter never goes away. What kit is that? It's the HG Go Sourer. Sourer. Go Sourer. It's really cool. I mean, like, look at that. I mean, it's another cool giant mecha thing, so I digs it. What do I think of the MG Barbatos? I have talked about the MG Barbatos already before, Christian. Um, I think it's cool. I'm still on the fence about it, if I'm honest, because I have so much IBO crap already. I don't know if I'll get it. It looks amazing. I've seen the breakdown of the inner frame and all that kind of stuff. Um, though I was slightly misinformed that it should have been, or was, I should say, a new Verka, but it's been proved that it's not. However, that does make me think that we might be getting it. We're supposed to be getting another Verka by the end of the year. 100% we're supposed to get one. But now that Barbatos has been revealed to not be Verka, it's a little bit weird. Though the styling does sort of look like his work, if I'm honest. Sorry, I didn't miss those last couple comments. Pre-order MG Barbatos or the HG Penelope. I'll be getting both. Well, I think that we needed it. No, they've scrapped the G Self apparently. Well, not scrapped it, but they already had other things ahead of it. So even though it may have won the vote, supposedly there's another Verka coming before it. Um, but G Self sucks anyways, so we don't need an MGG Self. I think if they were going to do anything in 1/100 form uh, for that series, they would have done it. I think that's the thing. Whereas, with IBO, we got the regular no grades, and then we ended up getting the full mechanics line, which was really good in and of itself. Actually, I've just got 1/100s. I don't have any of the full mechanics. No, I don't. I do. Lucas was full mechanics. I'm wrong in and of myself. The grades I have are just the no grades. I would definitely take an MG Verka Atlas, 100%. I would not sleep on that one because that is one of my favorite Gundam designs. And frankly, if that is the one we get, I mean, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be probably 120, 130 bucks if I had to guess. Um, I wouldn't be upset by any means. Um, as for, I'm sure somebody else is going to bring this up, of course, the Trans Am Dynamis. Not getting that. I don't like the clear slash metallic injection kits at all. MG Full Armor 7th. That'd be weird. I mean, it would fit Kotoki's random stuff that he likes to do, but he also tends to do kits of things he designed. So I don't know. Even the base Gundam itself would have a lot of plastic for color separation. Circular patterns. Yes, the spherical joints in Atlas would be really awesome. But what would be better is if they actually give us the ball cockpit area in there, like the HG had. That'd be really cool to actually get that. Although that would mean that it is much bigger than it looks. That's the only thing that was really strange about the Atlas design is that its cockpit looks exactly like that of a ball, but that wouldn't scale right to the Gundam unless it was way bigger than it was shown to be. And being that it's an RX-78, that's a little weird. Yes, people have pointed out that the Valkylander is an Estrella Type F. Yes, part of me wonders if it's a Spyro thing, Valkylander, like it's like Skylander, and it looks like a dragon. But yes, everybody knows it's Estrella Type F. You can see the weapons, you can see the head. People have posted it, all the stuff. An MG Tristan. Well, given that we have a new, by the way, I'm just sitting here spinning this on my finger. Since we have the wow, Alex. Let's start with an A. Since we have the new Alex, Tristan would be cool. I'm waiting to see people make their own custom Tristans, which I think will happen, to be honest. That's not SDCS. Well, you can't have everything. You really can't. This is, the whole new SD line, that has nothing to do with SDCS. So there's that. It's just a cool looking thing. So it is what it is. Hold on. I have no idea what you're talking about. All I know is guns are cool. Why do I find it so fascinating even though I have no idea what you're talking about? Because I make it sound good, Judd. That's why. Je suis Tristan. Tristan. Yeah. Je suis. Je suis Tristan. Ooh, spinning. I don't know. Tristan would be kind of cool. Pointless. But that would probably be a Kotoki. Let's just be honest here. Hey, 10 people are watching. Hi, people. Just sitting here talking. Now we're talking about new upcoming MG kits that we want, not that necessarily exist, but could happen because we've got other MGs now. So, of course, we should expect all of IBO Gundams to be coming in MG since they all share the inner frame. Tristan Verkov. I think Tristan Verkov would be something that would definitely happen, if I'm honest. Or it would be P. Bandai. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. But yeah, hoping for that Verkov later on. Yeah, Precedent 7 Barbatos, yes, of course. Or it's the only one we get at all it's the only MG that we get from those Gundams. I don't know, I like it. I do like the look of it, stuff like that. I like the folding gun. I like the mace, even though the handle is a little bit weird. But now that they're showing full finished versions rather than the prototypes, the mace doesn't look... Oh, I totally got the mace in earlier. I've been trying to soup it up. Hopes for MG Grays to oppose it may be far-fetched since the frame isn't reusable. One, you and I both know that frame is infinitely reusable. Are you kidding me? They could definitely make grazes on an MG scale. But I mean, even the Imagine RE 100 Kshatriya and MG Unicorn 2.0. Well, we definitely don't need any more Unicorn MGs. And I don't even think that engine will get any better than it did, if I'm honest. There's like only two parts that are even. The only part that you could upgrade on the Unicorn that would make it transform better than it did is actually make the head transformable without taking it apart, like the PG does. MG retail Schwab Grace Helios. Yeah, retail Maya. No, you know what? You're right. That's where they would start. They would start with the rarer version at retail and then make the more common version the P Bandai. Unique designs aren't recolor Schwab. You change the grace frame slightly. Slightly. Make one extra part runner for that. I mean, I think it was way more universal. I mean, even in the previous kits, you could swap parts between any Grays variant for the most part, except for when the feet change to certain things. You know, there's almost no difference between them. I've built enough of them, as you're well aware. Um, Still need to build one more 1/100. Maybe that'll be an upcoming, not quite Master Grade Monday. Better transformable, less solid, less headaches, less anxiety attack, danger close to you can, yeah. Where's my MG wound work? It's like that's what's so funny. They're doing all these HGOZ kits, but then they're continuing the Hazels in MG form, which I still need the Hazel 2 in MG form. Fair enough, I'm not optimistic anymore. No, that's true. But nobody really thought we were getting MG Barbatos, and here we go. So, I mean, one way or another, I knew MG Barbatos was coming, just did not know whether it was the Verka or not. So, everybody who was calling me out on fake whatever or clickbaiting is like, no, that was the information I was given. It was just hard to know which one it was. The QQ wound work. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that the third party wound? I don't actually need an MG wound. I'm just kidding. But I am going to be getting a lot of the AOZ kits. Not all of them, like the don't need like the here to do 2.0 or any of that stuff. Or I guess just the 2. It's not 2.0. Third party allegedly bad. Yeah, I saw that. But no, there's fun kit. Fun is my life. So how about that Anubis? Well, I haven't touched it in a while. I've been doing other things, Eric. You should know this. I did just get in paint that I need to test and see if it's going to be any better. In fact, it's sitting right here behind me. Somewhere. Way over here. Okay, so I did just get in wooden deck tan, which might be a little bit closer to what I want. So I need to test that on the actual thing. Or I'm just going to finish it as it is and not bother painting any of the stuff that is going to bother me. So, or I just use the sand, the light color sand. So I might end up with a whole bunch of tan paints, tan colored paints that I'm never going to use for anything. So I'm going to need a random kit to try it out on. I got a cool idea for MG Monday, MG Figurized, Barnaby, Perks, Wild Tiger, fun kits. Technically that would, well, I guess those are those MG? I think they have MGs. Deck tan is your go-to acrylic Tamiya, which I use in all my customs. Cool. Yeah, no, deck tan works fine for a lot of other things, but I'm trying to match up the kind of off goldish sandy color on the Anubis. And the problem being that it is kind of a slightly metallic color plastic. So I'm never going to match it 100%. But if I'm going to paint the parts that are completely lacking that color that need it, then I need to have something that'll look good across the whole thing, not just in that one spot. That's where I'm running into problems. And I'm not just going to go straight gold, because it's not just a straight gold. It's a very interesting color in and of itself. So I'm going to try out this deck tan, see how it looks. If it's closer, it is what it is. If it's not, then screw it. I'll just finish the kit as it is, and then down the line maybe pull a repaint, kind of like Eric did. It's hard to dilute and blend metallics incredibly. Plus, I wouldn't do that with spray cans anyways. Been feeling lazy. I've just got other projects. I was like, that one was holding up so much other stuff, so I'm like, you know what? I've got other things to build. Now I've got Patreon picks to build. both this one, and then once it's done, I'll do the beginning 30, which will be a much quicker kit. Now that I know. And by the way, the unboxing for that will come next week. I've already filmed the next 3 unboxings, except for Master Grade Monday, because I don't want to get into. I don't want to like start up a Master Grade while I'm in the middle of other builds. So I've got this guy working. Then I'll be doing the beginning 30. Then I'm also going to be doing the kit for Joey, so the Thunderbolt ball, which I might do a unboxing on just to show off the parts that are inside before and after, stuff like that. But that's going to be a pretty quick build, and it's a ball kit, so that'll be pretty fast. And then I've got the Flame Toys Bumblebee, which I have the paints for. So, eh. And by the way, if you're a Flame Toys fan, they did just show off their Megatron. They actually showed the finished images of their Megatron with and without stickers. Don't put the stickers on it, people. For the love of God. So if you know IDW Megatron, you know he's got the curlicues on his chest. They give you chrome stickers to put on his chest around that. And it looks so bad. It looks so bad. So even in the bare plastic with a little bit of panel lining or paint, it looks so much better. I'm painting him completely because I want him to be multiple types of silvers and grays. So I'm going to be painting Megatron completely. I mean, it makes sense since I've painted Optimus so far, you know. And then, you know, I like these. I like these Flame Toys kits. They're a definite different animal, and they look so gorgeous when they're painted properly. Um, but yeah, either way, like I said a long time ago, I'm gonna go ahead and go because the wife probably. And I gotta look at the time. I need to go start dinner actually, if we actually want to eat tonight, and it's gonna take a while. So guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. Let me know if you've seen Narrative Gundam. Leave the comments down below. Don't do any spoilers for anybody who still hasn't seen it, because over here in a lot of parts of the world, a lot of people haven't seen it. But leave your thoughts, stuff like that, your opinions on it. If you have any other MGs that are coming out soon that you're interested in, or hell, ones you want to see, by all means. And for like these new stupid build divers thing, what do you think about that core Gundam idea? Because a lot of people are looking at it and going, there. Have a good evening. Yep, later have a great trip. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Well, I'll see you guys later. And Eric, we need to get together sometime soon. But remember, as always, to keep on building. Core Gundam is not cute.